Cute as a cupcake. Where the cupcakes are more than cute, they're delicious. Go to www.cuteasacupcake3.com to get cupcakes delivered directly to your door. If you're in the Maryville or Northwest Indiana area, you can stop by the shop itself, Cute as a Cupcake, Cupcakery and Bakery at 2008 West 81st in Maryville, Indiana. But if you are anywhere else, coast to coast, and you want these cupcakes that are more than just cute, they're delicious, trust me they are, then go to www.cuteasacupcake3, yes, the number 3, cuteasacupcake3.com and order your cupcakes today. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I am your host, Kevin King. He is I, and I am him, the 800 Credit Score Man himself. And once again, thank each and every one of you for coming in and listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I truly, truly appreciate it. Hey, you guys, so what's happening on this Saturday? What is going on? I'm going to tell you right now, it's been a long month. It's been a long week. It's been a long year. 2020 has come in and done its job on us for sure. So I'm tired, y'all. I am absolutely tired. I am mentally tired. I am worn out for sure. But I'm here today on Saturday, as usual, 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central, and 11:30 a.m. on the West Coast. So once again, welcome in to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I truly appreciate you guys for coming in and listening to the show. What are we going to talk about today? So today we're going to talk a little bit about how you evaluate what your mindset is when it comes to your credit score. So what do you think about it when it comes to it? Is it a burden? Is it something of that nature? Or, but more importantly, we're going to talk about your mindset in regards to it being like a business. So we want to change your mindset just a little bit when it comes to your credit scores. You know, you got to think of it as a business. So all my entrepreneurs out there, I'm sure your ears are perking up. Because if you haven't thought of it this way, then you need to maybe start to think of it this way. Not just the entrepreneurs, though, but also the individuals that come in and, you know, you're an employee. You're an employee somewhere. You're an independent contractor. So we're going to discuss how you can look at it a different way, and then maybe it'll help you move the ball a little bit forward, if you will, to help you increase your credit score. So that's what we're going to discuss today on the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I do got to give a couple shout outs. So I'm going to give a couple shout outs right quick. Rhonda Nicholson, I've got to give her a shout out. Happy birthday to you, Rhonda Nicholson. She celebrated her birthday. So happy birthday to you. My man, Jerry Smith Jr., we go way back, like kindergarten, first grade, something like that. And we're also frat brothers at Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. So Jerry Smith Jr. celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Jerry. And my cousin, Keenan King, actually successfully defended his dissertation. So I want to say congratulations to you, Keenan, and then my cousin Cordell King also celebrating a birthday. So happy birthday to you, Cordell. All right, so let's I want you guys to think of your credit as if it was your business or your job. If you own a business, what are you trying to do? You're trying to go to help the most people you can, whether it's a service oriented business or, you know, you're selling a product, etc. In exchange, you get paid for your services, right? So when you're in business, you do the things that will help it grow. Growth in this instance is your credit score increase. So you learn your business, right? What your customers want. Well, good business owners do. And you do what is necessary to get more customers, thus putting more money in your pocket, right? So that's what you do when you're in business. So since you're a listener to the show, you're already doing all that. You're learning about the credit system. You're learning about what's going to help you increase your credit scores and increasing your knowledge of the credit scoring system by just listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. And I truly appreciate it. And then some of you guys even contact me for additional information. So you can always contact me, 800 at creditscoreman.com. You can always send me an email there. And if you don't know my email address, you've got to write it down today because I'm going to have a special offer for you today as well. So make sure you write it down, 800 at creditscorerman.com. So you increase your knowledge of the credit scoring system, and you should be doing all you can to get your scores higher. That's exactly what you would do if it was your business. You'd be doing all you can to get more customers in, to service more people, to help more people, no matter what your industry is. Doesn't matter what it is, you try to do those things to move the ball forward. So now, whether you're a business owner, an independent contractor, or an employee, it didn't grow overnight, right? So it didn't grow overnight. You're still working on it, and you're not done yet. Same with your credit scores. A lot of us get frustrated because, you started with a 585 like I did, and tomorrow you want a 720. Usually it doesn't work that way. If you have like one major thing on your credit report, and that's the reason you're at that 585, and you get that bad boy taken off, you still won't necessarily jump 200 points overnight. It's not going to happen that way. Oftentimes you'll get a bump. You get a nice bump in the next evaluation. Next month you'll get a nice bump in your credit score, and then it may take another month before you get an additional bump in your credit score. So that's pretty much how it works. So let's look at McDonald's. McDonald's is known worldwide, but they still advertise. They still do advertising. They still do focus groups to learn how to get more customers. How do you do that? What do customers want? And what can they do to provide those things? Do they want bacon? Do they want salads? Or do they want smoothies? And they set out to give you what you want. So today, that's what we're going to talk about, giving the people that evaluate us when it comes to our credit and lenders and whatnot, what do they actually want? So how does any of this relate to credit? Well, business has a strategic plan, and you need a holistic strategic plan for your credit. When I say holistic, I don't mean, burning sage and whatnot to try to help clear your credit score of all the negative things that are happening there. When I say holistic, I mean everything from top to bottom. You got to start one place and have a goal in mind and be able to meet the things in the middle to reach that goal. So an overall look at your credit. So of course you can tackle, one thing at a time that be on your credit. Yes, you can absolutely do that, but you need to have a goal and then work to achieve that goal. So also realize, again, like I said, it won't happen overnight. Some of those moves will make you get that big increase, and then some of the moves that you make you'll get a smaller increase for that particular move, but all of those things add up, and I can help you with that plan. So that's what the 800 Credit Score Man LLC does. So to people that have, and also to the people that already have good credit, those last few points, because I've gotten a few emails this week about this, those last few points that you're trying to get to take you from, a 720 to the 750, or you're at a 775, like one person that contacted me, and they're trying to get to 800, and it's been months and months, and they haven't been able to get there. Those last few points are the hardest to get. Trust me, they are the hardest to get. If you came from way down and you were getting 30-point jumps every month, or 15-point jumps, and then one time you got a 50-point jump, those were all great things, and you were headed in the right direction, of course. But when you get closer and closer and closer to those, to good credit and to get to excellent credit, it is very, very tough to get those last few points. But it absolutely can be done. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm gonna do this, and it's reserved for listeners to the 800 Credit Score Man show. But for the first 10 people, listen to me now. The first 10 people to contact me, I'll give you a full evaluation of your credit report and a specific strategy for you. Nothing cookie cutter at all for $100. So for $100, you get a full evaluation of your credit report and a specific strategy for you at the end of this plan that I'm going to give you. And again, it's going to be specific directly for you and your situation. So for $100. Now, don't let, because you listening to the show on Wednesday, think that, oh man, I missed the boat on this one. Shoot your shot. go ahead, shoot your shot, and send me an email anyway. I'll tell you this, more people actually listen to the show on Mondays and Wednesdays than on Saturday itself when the show actually airs. So I might not get 10 people, or maybe I get 10 people and I decide to push it to 12 or push it to 15 people. So contact me, send me an email, 800 at creditscoreman.com. You can do that, 800 at creditscoreman.com, or text me. Text me at 312-600-5855. So you'll get that full evaluation of your credit and a strategic plan to do it. Oftentimes, and you'll get all this in writing, of course. You'll get all this in writing, and you'll be able to follow it, yourself. You'll be able to do that, and at least you'll know where you're going. A lot of you are listening and you're working on your credit yourself, and you're, piecemealing it together. That's why I say you need a holistic plan. You need a strategy on where to go, when to go, which things to tackle first, things of that nature. That's what I'll be providing for you in this particular plan. So some of you are right there. You're on the cusp. You're ready to make that leap from fair credit to good credit, or good credit to excellent credit. And then some of you are sitting in bad or poor credit, and you just don't know what to do. You don't know where to start or what have you. Then contact me, 800 at creditscoreman.com, and I will do my absolute best to help you out in that regard. So, again, just because you're listening to it on a different day doesn't mean that you shouldn't contact me. Go ahead and contact me, and we'll see how that plays out. So shoot your shot when it comes to that, you guys, and contact me, 312-600-5855, $100, and you'll be able to get a full evaluation and be able to follow the plan yourself and get things done for your credit score increase. All right. So I started the show talking about your plan and knowing what your customers want. And with credit, who are your customers? So who are your customers then, if you're looking at it from a business standpoint? Who are your customers when it comes to credit? The banks. They lend you the money. They give you credit cards. They finance your cars. You can include credit unions and finance companies in here as well. And FICO, right? Of course, FICO is your customer, because those are the people that have created this system that we use today. So they make the rules and the formula for your credit score. And last but not least, the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus would also be one of your customers. Those are all of the entities that you have to deal with and navigate to get your credit scores up, or just period. I mean, they're governing everything that we're doing when it comes to our credit scores. So that's where we are with that. Those are the people that we're looking at. So what are they looking for? And are they all looking for the same thing? Are they looking for the same things? Are they looking for anything different at all between the two of them, or what between those three entities? We're going to discuss that today. What are they looking for? And then a little bit about how you're going to get there for those things. All right, so let's get to the banks and the lending institutions. Now, what are they looking for? So when you contact a bank and you're attempting to get credit of some sort for whatever it is, if your bank is going to be your mortgage lender, if you're going to use them to finance your vehicle, get a credit card from them, buy a boat, whatever it is that you're going to do, and you're going to contact a bank to do so, they're looking at, first and foremost, your credit scores. So they're looking for a good credit score. They're also looking for a steady income. So oftentimes people will think that, just because I got a good credit score, that I'm going to be automatically approved. That's just one portion. That's just one part of the application when it comes to a bank and applying for credit, if you're going to be extended this credit that you're looking for. So they're looking for a steady income. They're also looking for enough income to cover the debt. So a lot of people actually think because they make a lot of money that they're automatically going to be approved. That is absolutely not the case. That's not the case at all. That's not the case. Just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean that you're going to be approved. You make a lot of money and you have a good credit score, so you think you're automatically approved. But if you have way too much debt, and debt to income ratio is totally different than credit utilization that we talk about all the time. Your debt to income ratio typically, depending on what you're looking for, they want it to be 35%. They want it to be 35%. So if you add up your debt and look at what your income is, and you do the calculation. They want it to be 35% or less. Less is better, of course, as far as your debt to income ratio.